if you were blocked. Shady. But it's not just that. Twitter is basically one giant fraud, full of fake accounts, fake tweets, bots, all of it. In fact, a brand new analysis from the firm SparkToro shows that roughly 20% of active accounts on Twitter are fake. This is like finding out 1 in 5 of your friends is a robot, paid to hang out with you. More on that in a minute. What a miserable company, though, run by a bunch of miserable people who hate conservatives and free speech. But don't take my word for it. Project Veritas showed us this week how rotten to the core Twitter really is. They had some undercover producers talk to a senior engineer at Twitter, and here's a clip of what was said.
So do you think there's a difference between Twitter's definition of free speech and Elon's definition of free speech?
Twitter does not work. Fundamental things are like he's a capitalist, so we weren't really operating on capitalist mode. We were very socialist, but we're all like communist.
After watching that, it makes all the sense in the world why Elon Musk is under attack right now. He wants to buy Twitter and give it a much-needed cleansing by fire. And
absolutely. Thank you, Father in heaven, for
They're
him.
Terrified of their new boss. And
Absolutely.
Terrified of the idea of free speech. It sends shivers down their spine.
Absolutely.
If they even have one. And it's not just the rank and file employees, it's the higher-ups as well.
They're spineless, weak people that can't even, they don't care about your children even. Look at them. Look how they were treating Americans.
No, but people don't know how to make a rational decision if you don't put out correct things that are supposed to be out there. As an advertiser, as my business, what I do every day and why I go out is like, we want it to be as fair and transparent and accurate as possible. Yeah. And if that means there's a level of censorship to make it correct, quote unquote. Again, and what does correct mean? I guess like, it just kind of goes into the idea of like, well, what is correct?
That was a Twitter executive you just heard. Driving home.
Doesn't even know what free speech is in our First Amendment.
Free speech and fairness at all.
Exactly.
I don't think you deserve to know what's going on. That's crystal clear. But the thing is, Elon Musk doesn't see it that way. He thinks that a free speech platform like Twitter should, allow free speech.
Exactly.
So everybody who works there is mad, and they're coming after him, and nothing is off limits.
It's Oscars.
Yeah, I know that.
Something special. Your special needs. You're literally special needs. So, I can't even take what you're saying seriously.
So, classy. They're mocking Elon Musk for
wanting it to be a fair playing field.
But it's not just the
they can't win in a fair playing field. That's why always backstabbing, always cheating, always shady, always lying.
They've used it to push their narratives, take down political opponents, suppress any information.
Everything that they tell you, just flip the opposite of it and you'll find the truth.
So without it, the left loses a very sharp lead. And they're terrified of that.
Exactly.
Elon Musk is holding up this deal with Twitter because he believes the company is fraudulently hiding how high the number of fake accounts is. And he doesn't want to pay a premium for a company that's not as large as they say they are.
Exactly, and that's just
Elon
business
Musk is
smart.
Exposing their corruption.
Yep.
And that makes Musk public enemy #1. His attempted purchase
He's got thick skin and he ain't scared of these motherfuckers.
Government establishments, and now they're going after him. The Securities and Exchange Commission is investigating Elon Musk, claiming he failed to properly disclose.
Look, the government sends the FBI after your children. Now, all of a sudden, he buys Twitter. Then they come up with a new truth board. You see, they're fucking, see how evil these fuckers are? They are desperate. They are desperate.
Tesla crash that happened this month. And notice how Tesla just got kicked out of the S&P index today. Coincidence?
Yep.
I don't think so.
I mean, no coincidence. No.
Guy. He knows exactly what's going on. Today, he tweeted this. In the past, I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party, because they've become the party of division and hate. So I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now, Watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold. He's not wrong.
He's not.
Democrats are terrified of losing
I
power.
told you, they are absolutely terrified.
Takeover than Joe Biden. I mean, his entire Twitter
Joe
profile is
Biden,
made up to
empty
make him
suit,
look more
little
popular
girl
than he
hair
actually is.
sniffing punk.
We already know he doesn't put out his own tweets. His handlers take care of that. But now it turns out a huge chunk
Lying,
of Biden's
evil
followers aren't even
piece
real.
of shit.
A new audit found that half of the president's followers are fake.
See? Oh,
Just
yeah.
scam accounts.
Remember how Donald Trump could fill a whole stadium up with 60,000 people? He couldn't get 20 people in a Walmart parking lot. And he won the election. Anyone believes that's a fucking fool. They fucking cheated with their mail-in ballots or ballot harvesting. Here in California, at my address right here, Governor Newsom's recall. I got 3 ballots at my house. 3 of them, not 1.
But guess what? As of today, Biden's disinformation board
is done.
And disinformation czar
is done.
It's a big win for the American people.
Absolutely.
And a big win for musical theater lovers who will never have to hear this again.
Oh my God.
Information laundering is really quite ferocious. It's when a huckster takes some lies and makes them sound precocious by saying them in Congress or a mainstream.
It means they picked her to decide what was truth or not in America after she lied about the laptop, lied about Russian collusion. Now let's put her in charge of truth.
And is being exposed every day.
Absolutely. For his lies, dishonesty, corruption, negligence, his evilness.
Dan Bongino is the host of Unfiltered on Saturday nights. Let's just start with Biden's fake followers, Dan. Can we start with that? I mean, this is the guy that got 81 million votes and half of his followers
are fake.
It really does make you question things, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I've always questioned, the Twitter bot regime. And when it comes to Joe Biden, possibly the weakest candidate the Democrats have ever run, and that's saying a lot. I mean, they had Jimmy Carter. I mean, just in our lifetimes, Jesse, we're not that old. Yeah. They've had some pretty awful candidates. What I can say about Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, and listen, obviously being fervently against their ideological leanings.
They were intelligent and articulate.
Right? I mean, Bill Clinton had this...
Biden is neither.
Even Republicans, after they left the room, were like, all right, I'd never vote for the guy, but I get it, you know? Obama could give a speech and the whole room's quiet. I don't know what he said, but they're clapping. And Joe Biden did none of this stuff. Like, what does Joe Biden have? I don't understand. Like, they say
he's got Creepy Joe tattooed on him, on his spirit. That's what he has.
He doesn't took the part, doesn't talk the part, act the part, look like he does none of it. So yeah, the fake followers thing is the least surprising story of the day.
And now you have Musk and you have these.
Oh my goodness!
I won't say it on air. These people now disparaging his situation, saying he has Asperger's, mocking him for that, and they're coming after him. The SEC's after him. The Transportation Authority is after him. I don't know. I mean, I think they might...
Our whole government's going after him, do you see? Because he's the one man trying to save America when our government is totally anti-American and evil.
Because the left can't run on their ideas.
Exactly.
Right? I'm a conservative. I'm openly conservative. I'm not a journalist. I'm an opinion guy.
And I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent.
Not changed. Economic freedom, school choice.
I think Republicans are just as fucking bad as Democrats, the ones at the top. If they're not America first, then they are fucking establishment, and they gotta go, and they will go. It includes McConnell, too.
But just don't vote against the next guy because he's a racist.
Lindsey Graham, throw that fucker out of here, man. He plays both sides of the field. They all do. See how he just gives our money away, joins with they're so scared of Donald Trump.
So they want to control the information. It happens with
exactly.
Too. I mean, think about it, right? The libs of TikTok phenomenon on Twitter. It's literally a Twitter account that just takes liberals from TikTok, does no edits at all, and posts their own videos on Twitter. Now,
and they can't stand themselves.
I want to take my content from Unfiltered or from your show right here, Jessie Primetime, and post it on the show. Go,
it's called Media Matters.
Right.
Watch my YouTube channel. It's got more fun in it, and smarts in it, and intelligence, and goodness in it than anything our government's got going.
go away. But it looks
Our
like he's
FBI
going
and our
to
CIA,
he's
they
not
just
gonna
let
do
that shooting
Yeah,
happen.
because of TikTok,
They couldn't
just a
stop
mirror.
January
It
6th.
just
They
held
didn't
the
stop
mirror.
any. They haven't stopped
Lunacy
9/11. They haven't stopped any
And
of the
they put on
shootings.
TV,
Our
they
borders
had
wide
a
open.
mirror
What do
show
they
it
do?
earlier.
Nothing.
pull it down.
Right.
We can't have anybody
You know what
showing
they're
he has
cornholing each other is what they're doing. And the ones that ain't telling on are cornhole by omission,
The
bitch.
broadcast networks, you got cable, right? And then so you have Fox come onto the scene real strong. And then it disseminated even more. It kind of democratized on social media, where Twitter came along, and anybody could say anything, unchecked, unfiltered, no pun intended, Dan. But the left can't handle that. They want to get rid of Fox. They want to censor Twitter. It's all just one.
They can, that's why they're losing. If they can't control it, they can't live. They will implode themselves.
Their entire platform, poof.
Exactly.
Because then people will find out, like, all they want to do is raise your taxes, have a bureaucrat run your healthcare,
take your guns away, stick vaccinations in your children's necks, and what else?
This isn't new. When Rush Limbaugh got on talk radio, you know, that was because they had the fairness doctrine. Only after that, when they tried to ban, basically, conservative content.
Everywhere where freedom pops up in media, they try to destroy it.
Exactly.
Oh, they've been attacking Fox for what, 20 years now?
They've shut my YouTube down. I've gotten 2 strikes on my YouTube channel. This one. For posting Tucker Carlson videos about Dr. Fauci. The reason they gave me a strike, they said it went against the WHO, which isn't even in our fucking country. And they're telling, the WHO is telling us, me, my private fucking citizen of the United States, what I can say and what I can't on my own YouTube channel. That's what's going on. Facebook kicked me off for a month for talking about punching somebody in the face in one sentence, but you see what happens on social media? These guys post all kinds of hateful shit, all the way up until they film the shooting. Them guys don't ever get flagged or anything, right? I say one thing, one sentence, I'm gonna punch somebody and I'm gone. See what's going on?
Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin is on